You need to transmute your energy. You need to transmute your sexual energy, to be exact. What does this actually mean? So what this means is that if you are doing abstinence, you are abstaining from having sexual intercourse with women, you are abstaining from pornography. What happens is that you'll have an energy buildup, and this energy, it has to be redirected into something. It has to go somewhere. If you are not, putting the energy into something, well, it will still go to something. So if you're not transmuting your energy, if you're not putting it, if you're not going to the gym, if you're not doing cold showers, if you're not doing, I don't think you can possibly ever go long on abstinence. I think eventually you will then relapse. Now let's talk about the methods of transmutation. So firstly and most importantly, you need to realize that you only exist on this planet to worship God, and then you have to devote yourself solely to this. And then the second thing is you need to do physical exertion. This is extremely important because physical exertion will help you a lot. Then there are a few other ways, like you can do primal scream therapy. You can scream into a pillow. This will release some tension in your voice. You can do, sitting in silence. This is very good for restoring your dopamine. By the way, I think this is, it's good for restoring your dopamine. You have to avoid things like TikTok. You have to avoid having a high screen time. You have to avoid Instagram, things like this, because a lot of these platforms and algorithms are designed to make you, lust, to be enslaved. So if you want to be free, I would suggest to just get off of them completely, because even let's say you are smart and you don't fall for lustful traps, eventually it will just ruin your dopamine anyways. You are looking at the success stories of other people. Like, why? Just live your own life. Create your own success story. Read books. You need to read books. I already made a video about that. What you have to realize is that when you are living life the way that God intended, you will gain a lot of power. And this power, it has to go to something. Most importantly, it has to go to God, but you cannot also avoid the physical stuff, because your body, it has a right over you. And if you are like deteriorating, your body is crumbling, well, also, the women attraction is important. You cannot be doing abstinence forever. You also want to get married somehow, but then the woman also has to be attracted to you. So if you're like built like a shrimp, well, I'm sorry, my friend, maybe you'll not get married. So let's talk about some other important aspects. So your education is extremely important. If you're not learning and growing, then you are shrinking as a person. If you are not reading books, if you are not doing productive things, if you are just wasting time on social media, then you are shrinking as a person. Like, your brain is shrinking, your dopamine levels, your dopamine is attacked. And then when your dopamine is worsened, you can fall for bad habits. But if your brain is healthy, your body is healthy, nutrition is extremely important. Do not poison yourself with bad food. Eat what is clean, eat what is pure. So yeah, I think this is gonna be another pretty short video, but there are many aspects to this, to your growing journey. What you have to do is you have to gain knowledge, and then just act on it immediately. If you learn that you need to have good sleep, you learn how to have good sleep and you immediately implement it. That's how you do it. Knowledge without action is useless. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.